We are 50, though. We're having a party, Finn. It's our birthday.
Oh,
The big
happy
5.
birthday to Batshit.
Oh, I know. Should we go live? Are you ready for a party?
We should. Yeah.
We're already
we got 2
live.
episodes to go, and that's a year. Think about how
I
crazy
know.
that is.
It is crazy, but it's crazy we're
So
also
mental.
live already.
Are we always live?
We should be. It's 24/7 like the Big Brother house.
Now, I don't know if you're getting this on your end, but I just tried bringing up the chat on my end, and I can't actually bring it up.
I've got the chat, and it's g'day to Cement Shoes, Mandy Hall. Groovers are rolling in. I know that we had the lovely Scout bouncing around before, and Humanimal dropped in to say she's over watching Just K at the moment, but she'll come over when we begin. Just K can be quite an interesting rooster to watch.
Boy, I can't access the chat at all. I can't bring it up.
That's so interesting. Can you bring up? Are you on a little tablet or PC or something? Bring up a YouTube.
I'm on a laptop.
Yeah, so open up YouTube and watch it on there instead of StreamYard.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not coming through.
And you can't see
it works on StreamYard.
Yep.
But I can't see it on YouTube. I'm on the YouTube, which is what I normally do.
Yeah, YouTube is glitching like a demon at the moment. I mean, I've got no new chat since we went live either, Finn, just if that makes you feel better. So I can't see Mandy or Cement Shoes. The only chat I can see is me prior to us hitting the go live button. Can the people in chat see chat?
Well, they're not going to comment if they can't.
Well, they can hear us.
I couldn't even type in it.
Yeah, I've just opened it up on a different browser and there's no chat visible at all. YouTube, what are you doing?
Very odd. That's very odd.
Anyway, hi, Bristol. Guys, but they can. Well, they can see chat, so that's all that matters, really. I can see it in StreamYard, and they can hear us too.
I suppose that's all that matters.
50. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday, dear Batshit. Happy birthday to us.
I'm surprised you don't have one of those videos going, Tori.
Of a birthday song?
Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
Well, sorry.
A bit late for it now. Yeah.
I was expecting you to be wearing a party hat, and I don't see one on your head either.
What are you talking about?
All right. Who's kicking it off this week?
Party all the time in this hat.
You do party all the time in this. I can go first. All right. No worries. No worries at all. Let's get the first story up. Hit the like and, as Scout's saying, tap, tap, tappity away. And first up, we are heading to, our favourite topic. Hang on, I'm just going to refresh because I've got my ad blocker on, but some of these websites have got so many frigging ads on them now. They're a pain in the proverbial. Especially the little banners.
And watching. How good's that?
Cooking and listening. That's skill. That's skill. All right.
That's mad.
These little banners down on the bottom.
Brilliant.
They're little banners down the bottom, and then if you click on them, they open up that page. But yes, this is a story that has been floating around for quite a few years, but it's back again because we've now got another paranormal expert, Reverend Lionel Fanthorpe, has joined the discussion that Albert Einstein could have been an alien from a parallel universe because they reckon his genius level is, it's not human. Either is Leonardo da Vinci's brain either. Like he also was outside the realm of human brains. So the only explanation of that is that not that sometimes people are just born with brilliant minds, they must be aliens.
He actually failed he's also in high school. So
Einstein.
Yeah.
And he was dyslexic too, wasn't he? I think
his teacher gave him a D in math. So I don't know how much of an alien he is if he failed.
Well, just because he's an alien doesn't mean aliens might be crap at math as well, just like lawyers. Plato and Socrates have also been thrown in the mix. Are these geniuses from days gone by, terrestrial beings? And Professor, what was his name? Reverend Lionel Fanthorpe went on to say, if we think of Einstein, the brain capacity there is absolutely colossal. Well, yeah. That's why the word genius exists. Did he grow up and it was just the natural development of his brain? Yeah. End your sentence there, dude. Or is he from somewhere else? Amazing people who have something like 3 or 4 times the normal human IQ and do these miraculous things. Are they from elsewhere? Notice there's no modern day geniuses that ever make lists like this either. Like, is the age of the genius well and truly over? Or were these the trailblazers who just discovered that? Well, I think they just found things first. And so the greatest things were found. End of story. Done. They're done. The great things. Hi, Sonny. Have been found.
Yeah, they are done.
What was Cement's called?
Everyone go to the Batshit channel. That's where it is, though. Are you streaming it on yours as well?
Yeah, for the moment, just because I've pinned it so everyone can migrate over. We can see chat from both channels. Cement Shoes.
Yeah. I thought.
Look at me sending. I'm reading chat in StreamYard, but on the Batshit channel and also on my channel, there's no chat on YouTube. But StreamYard there is. Does that make sense, Cement? Aloha, Humanimal. Some say Einstein wasn't all that bright. Depends on who you ask.
Yes.
Some say he did what other scientists did, stole ideas. He worked in a patent office and stole has been alleged. Well, yeah. But according to this reverend, that's all, he's an alien. Einstein, Socrates, Plato, and Leonardo da Vinci, to name but a few. No women in that list. They were busy running the countries and behind the scenes, I guess, at the time. So, hi, motivational chat with Anne-Marie. I don't know what stream you're in, Humanimal. Both of them are right. But at some point, this Better Call Tour won't be. Only the Batshit channel. If we even say on the thing.
Starting that this week.
Hey? No, I think there's still a bit of migration. I know we've got 17 news. 17. So, well, I'm happy for this to be the last one. Our 50th birthday. It makes sense, doesn't it? Really, this is it. From next. I put from the start of next year because I like giving people notice. But yeah, if people don't subscribe to the new channel, they will not find us. Well, I mean, they might, but it'll be a fluke. You are in the right lane. Hi, Morgan. Finn, you said this is the last. It's not that important. It'll be on the new channel from next week. Let's see how it goes. I've been doing that with my other channels. It's kind of fun to see who finds us. So yeah, good to see you, good. Morgan.
I like the idea.
Morgan caught her Batshit live finally. Woohoo! She's number 19. Oh, we've got 19 subs over there. That's exciting.
How good's that?
So it was
only 16 yesterday, so that's pretty good.
Was Einstein an alien? You decide. Ridiculous.
Isn't it? Mandy Hall, Scout, Cement. We got Humanimal. We got heaps of people. Scout, always Scout.
And that's cute. There's a little party.
Blue's not here again.
I've got chat. I can see chat now on YouTube for the Batshit channel. Can you?
Yeah, it's come through now. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
It just took a while. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah,
there.
No, YouTubers is farting. Just having a little farty fart, no doubt. All right, so we're good to go with story number 2.
Well, there we go. So, was he an alien? Should we get the people to vote? Should we get the people to vote on that one, Tori? Do we think that he is an alien?
No, I think we got enough voting at the end with the Golden Batsh medal fin. I think the general consensus
vote
is...
one if you think he is, And
the general
consensus, no, it's just a normal person.
The general consensus, Finn, is that Reverend Fanthorpe's a twit. So, and Einstein was the thief. That's where we're ending that story. Come on, mate. We're 10 minutes in. We've got 8 more stories to do.
Oh, that's heaps. We don't even have to rush.
I've got places to go. People to see. It's my day off, man.
Oh, you'll love this one. This one's straight up your alley.
Oh, good. Awesome.
Here we go.
Oh, Jesus, no.
Do you want to read that one out?
It's for the record part. This is not because I have a foot fetish, people. I'm just into stupid records. A woman's large record-breaking feat. Wait.
just to clarify that. Just to clarify.
Yeah, I had to. A woman's large record-breaking feet fit a UK 17 shoe size. Oh, they're 17. Gross, man. Imagine the amount of toe jam that she created. I can see the size of them. They are hideous. Yeah. You'll have to read that from now on.
The Guinness World Record for the largest female feet has to get her shoes specially made. Who would have guessed that, Tori? Just get man shoes.
Felt shoes, no doubt.
Oh, wow. The 39-year-old from Texas is not your average height either. Standing at 6'9".
Whoa.
Which is only 3 inches shorter than the tallest woman on the planet.
Wow.
Man, there you go.
Look
at those giant feet.
I don't. Why do they keep showing her gross feet? And the other gross foot, like
huge.
They're flappers.
Look at the size of them.
She wouldn't need to wear what are they, flippers when she's down in the surf on the boogie board. She's got her own flippers.
Oh, whoa! What's going on here? Side story. Jesus fuck! All right.
Oh, go. No. Go back to the giant feet. Thanks. That was horrible.
It was down the bottom right.
Christ. Hey.
Oh wow, 144 this year. That's fucked. Anyway.
Yeah, it is fucked. But that wasn't one of your chosen. My God, Finn. Finn's all over the shop.
No, it's not.
Focus. Come on, man.
Look at those feet.
Is that
how pinky toe looks in comparison?
Yeah, and I don't want to keep looking at the foot. That's why I'm looking at the camera. I'm not looking at my screen down there.
Zoom it right in.
I'm looking at the. I don't want to know. My peripheral vision just saw what you did down below, and that is not funny.
Oh,
Finn.
Disgusting!
Right,
disgusting.
Look
at the size of it.
2 nights in a row, Jen Lou. I know you're getting a Tory fix and a half this week. Finn, meet the lovely Jen Lou.
We're on as well. Hey, Jen Lou. What channel are you on? I hope the good one.
We were mucking around on my Smooth Criminal podcast channel yesterday.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, migrate over to the Batshit channel.
Taking 3 minutes on that story, Tori, so plenty of time.
I'm concerned about the tan line on her foot. Like, what happened? What shoe was she wearing for that? Get rid of her. I'm just looking at her toes and thinking, toe jam. Get rid of it off the screen. Actually, ta-da!
You can do it.
I did.
Yeah, magical.
Wow.
It's like you had the power all along, Tori.
That was one hell of a pair of flappers. Flapperoonies. Well, Samantha, you're not going to see some people in chat because some people are on Better Call Tour and some are on Batshit. That's why as of next week, we're going to be on Batshit solely. This is our migration. But the flapperoonies, the flapperfoots, that was pretty revolting, Finn. And that was not up my alley, except for the weird record
on the Batshit chat now. That way we can all see each other. Yeah, I mean, at least she's got the Guinness World Record. I mean, that's the main thing. At least she applied for it and then got it. Because
look, you can apply for pretty much anything. With this show has taught us one thing is you can pretty much make the Guinness World Book of Records for fucking anything these days. Now we're heading over to China. We are heading over. There is a Batshit Discord. Yeah, Finn started it without even chatting to me about it, and people were already members of it without me even knowing. Because that's that's what you do to your mate.
Very bluntly that you wanted no part in a Discord because people get doxxed.
Yeah, after you told me about it, after
everyone every day.
After everyone else had. Sorry, what? I did what?
You drive home and video record it every day, and you're worried about getting doxed in Discord. It makes.
I'm not worried about getting doxed. That wasn't my reason for not liking Discord. But we're not going down that road.
That's what you told me. You said you got doxed.
No, I said a lot of the community won't join it because people get doxed from Discord, and Discord gets put out onto YouTube. That's what I said. I don't give a shit about being doxed. I'm in the public eye. I don't give a rat's ass about that. But I know that there's a lot of, I said to you, a lot of people may not join it for that reason. Anyway, it's batshit. Jesus, Finn. Can we chat about stuff like this during the week? Right, we're in China, mate. A massive flock of sheep.
I didn't hear a word of that because you broke up the whole way.
Perfect timing.
Oh, yes, this story is great.
It's sort of sad, though, because what's going on? There's a group of sheep in China, Groovers, who have been walking in a circle for, I wonder if it was because my Bluetooth speaker was on, the audio was a bit weird. Anyway, it just turned itself off. Thank you. Yeah, so this group of sheep have been walking for 12 days straight in a circle in China. And this was back on the 17th of November too, so add a few more days to it. But have a look at the little guys. Absolutely. And they don't know why. It's only in one paddock. So this is a sheep farm in China, and it's just one particular paddock where a couple of them started doing it, and now the rest of them have joined in. And there is a condition that sheep get, because I've been following the story and researching it a little bit, but it actually mentions it in this article that there's a condition. Let me find it. The sheep owner, by the way, her name is Ms. Meow. I love her name. I want to be Ms. Meow. I'd like to be Miss Meow. But there's 34 sheep pens at the farm, but this is the only pen, number 13, where this is going on. They've been doing it since November the 4th. But, yeah, there's this condition called listeriosis, which is also known as circling disease, and it's some kind of bacterial infection that makes them start walking in circles. But they usually are all dead within 48 days of getting 48 hours, of getting it. So they've ruled it out. But yeah, it says it initially affected animals that are, it's an interesting word there, instead of anorectic. What's anorectic?
No idea.
Trying to find out. Learn a new word every day, mate.
What's good about the Discord as well, while we're still talking about that, is I shared the story on there. So if you're on the Discord, you can get early access to these stories. How good's that? It's
a drug that reduces appetite. So it is sort of linked to, and it mentions anorexic as well. But yeah, they can't eat when they're circling, really? And they go discussing about how this listeriosis, what it does. Yeah, 24 to 48 hours after the symptoms are observed, they're usually gone. But these guys, they don't know if they're eating or drinking, but they must be, because they're still, they've been doing this for nearly a month.
12 days.
Well, 20 days. It started on the 4th of November. 5th or 4th or 5th of November. Yeah, well, it was on the 17th. I don't know if it still is, but this is the last story that I got of it. But it's a bit sad, isn't it?
Now.
Yeah.
It's creepy. It's very creepy.
Yeah, it is. It's creepy because of the night camera, I reckon, too. That makes it look even, oh, God, this page is giving me the shits. I'm just stopping it to see if I can get it, the bit. Because the video is at night, I reckon that adds to the creepiness of it.
I just think it's strange because it's China and it's sheep, It's like
apparently, according to the farmer, to Ms. Meow and other people, the sheep are perfectly healthy. There's nothing wrong with them. And it says the cause of the behavior. Well, they're healthy in terms of eating and drinking and so on. But yeah, and they have been moving since November the 4th. So if they're still doing it, oh, wait a minute, hang on, I found a new article. Come on, laptop.
Can you imagine if they I'm just throwing this out there as
Lily.
Hypothetical. Imagine if you're a farmer and you decided that what you wanted to do was exercise your sheep so that they were better meat. And so you somehow genetically altered that disease that you were talking about so it didn't kill them. And so that way they could walk all the time and stay fit. And then you could make more money. by selling better meat that have been walking around. How good's that?
Better meat.
Just a hypothetical, throwing it out there.
All right. There's a step. No, it's a good one. There's a scientist who said there's a possible explanation for it. And again, they refer to it as eerie. The tweet accompanying the creepy footage assured everyone that the sheep are healthy. This scientist is saying it looks like the sheep are in the pen for long periods and it might lead to stereotypical behaviour. And the repeated circling's due to frustration about being kept in the pen and having limited room to move, which is a bit like in a zoo, you know, how elephants start swaying and stuff. So maybe they just need to get bigger pens, you know. Maybe that's what's caused it. Poor sheepies. Let the sheep run free.
Did you ever watch that comedian back in the day, Gary the Goat, and he'd travel around Australia with Gary? Oh, Gary.
No.
You remember that? Oh.
No.
That was massive back in the day. Gary the Goat. You don't remember that at all?
I don't remember Gary the Goat. No, I don't. Oh, well, please, Gary the Goat. I'm a Capricorn. I love my goats. They're my peep. They're my homies.
Very funny.
What have you got for us, Finn? Hi, Megabytes.
How
does sheep know the shape of
Let me have a look here.
Circle? Apparently, Megabytes, no, there's no
Yes.
There's no patterns of behavior in any other pen. It's just that one, number 13, and there's like 32 of them. I love sheep and goats too, Jen Lou.
I think the question is, how do they know what a circle is? How do they know to walk in a circle?
I don't know, but then
or a triangle, you know,
a couple of them just decided to do laps, and the others followed. I don't know. It's maybe it's just a. I mean, the fact that maybe the first two had listeriosis and they started the circling, and the rest of them are bored shitless and joined in. I don't know. I can't explain it. Scientists can't explain it. How the fuck can I? Oh, this looks interesting, Ken. What have you got for us?
Yes. How good is this? Oh, let me read this for all of our blind viewers out there. We've got woman is sad and empty after giving birth to her own granddaughter. I'll read that one more time in case you think you misheard. Woman is sad and empty after giving birth to her own granddaughter.
Well, she literally is.
Does that make sense for it?
She's definitely empty after giving birth. And yeah, it sounds to me like it's a surrogacy story. I actually am aware of grandmothers doing this for their barren daughters and sons.
Really? It's the first time I've heard of it, Tori. And I'm not going to lie, it's an interesting one. I can't say I'm familiar with it.
Tell us more. Tell us more, Finn.
Let's scroll down and have a read.
Why does that dude got that stupid look on his face?
This is actually them.
Is he?
That's actually the grandfather and the grandmother.
Yeah, but is he trying to look, you know, horrified that she feels empty after she literally has emptied out her uterus of a baby?
I think so. I don't know. I don't think these
Tell me
two
about
people
him.
look that. Anyway, a mother who gave birth to her son's baby has revealed she feels a mix of deep gratitude and some sadness from a separation between her and the newborn girl. So it was her son's child, not her daughter's child.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I think it was a granddaughter. Yep.
That it ended up being a baby girl. Yes, that is correct. Nancy Hark from Utah acted as a surrogate for her son Jeff, while his wife Cambria, with the pair desperate to have a child. There you go. So that's where the 56-year-old grandmother stepped in. This is full of ads, this website. Anyway, Nancy gave birth to her granddaughter, Hannah, on November the 2nd. She revealed to people that the 9-hour labor to bring Hannah into the world was a spiritual experience. There's a photo of them.
Yep.
So the dad, the wife, the son, and the granddaughter, who's the son's child.
Yeah.
Yes. That's okay. So to me, it's okay. Here's my deal, right? If it's the daughter, it's kind of okay. When it's the son, that's very odd, is it not? Is that not like a Game of Thrones type deal?
He didn't have sex with her. It would have been implanted in her body.
Yes, but it's his sperm in there, isn't it?
Well, it's an egg that his sperm has fertilized.
But it's his sperm, hey, that's fertilized.
One little sperm that fertilized an egg. This is surrogacy. This is how it happens. It's not unusual. It's not unusual. I mean, it's more unusual in that it's a son's baby than a daughter's.
And a mother.
No, it's not uncommon.
I feel that it is, though. This is a strange story.
Look, it's
to me, it's a strange story, but okay.
It's closer than most. Well, it is. I mean, it's unusual, yes, but it's sort of not that weird. Like it's not really newsworthy, I guess, is my point. But in terms of traditional surrogacies, yeah, you're more likely to use someone else who's not related to you and so on. But a lot of siblings have done it for their sister or brother as well. Like, it's not that weird. But it's clearly weirding Finn out.
Okay.
Yeah,
no, it's
just the visual
I get
of
like Game of Thrones. I get like Game of...
Yeah, but that was very literal.
It's just knowing that it's his kid inside his mother, you know? That's what's fucking odd.
But she's really just at this in the scheme of things an incubator. Well, no, it's not inbreeding cement shoes. It's not. She didn't have sex with him.
It is,
it's
though.
Not. It's not. An embryo was implanted in her body. It was his semen that fertilized the egg. But inbreeding means that she and him would have made a baby together. It's not inbreeding. They literally. She's an incubator.
But she is making the baby.
She's growing it.
Yeah,
she didn't make it.
It's growing inside. Yeah. But
it's literally just growing
inside her.
Yeah. And many would consider that an act of love. It's not inbreeding.
No.
It's not the egg is
baby growing inside her.
It's just growing. It's just a room where the baby's growing. That's all it is. She didn't.
It's not a.
Create
It's not
the
a
baby
room.
with.
It's her.
I'm trying to dumb it down. I'm trying to dumb it down so you get the point. She did not have sex with her son.
I understand. I'm not saying that. I'm saying
and it's not her egg.
Child is growing inside her.
Well, to be honest, the fact that the son is the one that she did it for, I reckon he is infertile, and it was probably some other dude's sperm that fertilized the daughter-in-law's egg, and that's how it ended up in her body. And then there's no inbreeding. Can we go with that scenario?
I don't know.
It is. It's an oven for the bun. Thank you, Lily. If for a mother to be a surrogate for her son implies he wasn't able to get his wife pregnant, right? So for his wife to get pregnant, she's probably popped out a few eggs and they've mixed it with some random person's sperm, and then the mum has literally just been the incubator for that baby. That's why I mean, if the son was capable of getting his wife pregnant, she wouldn't have done it. So I reckon he's got the dud sperm.
Yeah, because she had a hysterectomy. No. The daughter has the issue. So the
Finn is weirded out by the rental of the oven.
It's a weird story. It's because I don't think of it as an oven. I don't think of women as objects. Like, she's obviously a human being.
No, we're saying,
Finn,
don't turn this into that. We're saying it to just explain why it's not inbreeding. We're using simple terminology that it's not inbreeding. It's not the grandmother or the mother's egg and the son's sperm that put this baby together. That's why we're trying to say she literally was an incubator. It's not about demeaning women or anything like that. I mean, you're accusing her of being incestuous with her son.
No, I just get Game of Thrones vibes when I picture it.
Look, it's a bit odd. I mean, if I'd gone down, not that I wanted to, but if I had a surrogate, if my sister had volunteered to do it, I would have been a bit like, don't think so. But there are plenty of siblings who do it for their siblings.
Okay, so you're slightly weirded out as well by it then. It's a strange idea. Can we agree on that?
It's close. Well, I don't know. I mean, I run a child-free community, and we're people that didn't have children, but I know that people out there that desperately want children will go to whatever length they can to have one. So it doesn't really surprise me.
Well, thanks, Jen Lou. Jen Lou's backing me up in the comments. They're also weirded out.
That's fine. Yeah. I'm not saying it's not.
It's weird AF. I would agree. Exclamation
It doesn't,
mark.
and because I don't find it that weird, so what? This isn't like a competition against.
I felt like I was going insane because you were just reacting like this was a normal thing, and I felt like,
well, I've worked with a lawyer,
but now chat's backing me up.
Great, that's awesome. I've worked with a lot of lawyers. I've worked with a lawyer who's a surrogate, and I also know a lot of people who've got surrogate babies. It doesn't weird me out. So what? I don't care. Like it's not an unfamiliar thing to me.
But I'm not weirded out by surrogates, not at all. I'm weirded. It's a strange story to me that it's the son and the mother. That's the weird part to me.
Yeah, and like I said, it's not as common as other surrogacy stories. But I don't. The weird discussion started with it being about inbreeding, and my point is, it's not. It's not.
It feels very close to it, though, doesn't it?
We don't. Well, is there anything in the article about whose sperm and eggs they were?
It hints towards it being his kid. Yeah, it says it's his
banjos.
Thank you, Cement. Cement's backing me up as well. Thanks for that. It definitely hints towards it being his, because it goes. She added, I suddenly had a feeling a few months after that I should offer to do it. I told my son, and he teared up and was shocked. I hadn't even told my husband at that point. So the husband didn't even know about it.
I don't know, Finn. I mean, like I said, the lengths people go to when they desperately want children. I mean, to me, what is weird is the stories of women who murder pregnant women and steal the babies out of their bodies. That is weird to me and awful. This is sort of not
weird.
On the weird scale. Like Morgan said, it allows everyone to be involved.
As much as psychopathic.
Okay, I won't finish my sentence again. Whatever, it's weird, all right? The weird story is number 4. The weirdest story ever. Finn wins on the weirdest.
Can we just call it borderline incest? Can we just go with that?
No.
But it is, though, isn't it? How is it not? Anyway, I'm weirded out.
Because it's just a cluster of cells implanted into a body. They didn't shag to make it. Trust me, she's 56. She's not dropping fertile eggs. It was implanted into her body.
But she's growing the baby. It's in her
body. All right. Yeah? Okay. Let's pair this back. And this story's had way too much time, but let's pair this back. Is it weird if I needed a kidney and my sister gave me a kidney that I've now got her kidney in my body? Is that weird?
I think your kidney grows back, doesn't it?
No, Finn, you need to study kidney transplants. Would you think it was weird if I had my sister's kidney in my body?
Liver. I was thinking of liver. But you're not growing your sister's inside.
Answer the question though. What's the diff? It's putting somebody else's bit in my body. What's the difference?
Because you're not growing it inside you.
Yeah, but that one at least gets, birthed. Gone. Lease up. Moving out. They get evicted. The baby gets evicted. The kidney stays in my body for the rest of my life. Because I'm sorry, if you find the
mother/grandmother is the one that's forging the child. And it's the son's child.
This has had way too much time.
Yeah, let's skip it. We're on 2 different levels here, but I'm glad that I'm not alone in the chat. So that makes sense.
So I'm glad I'm not alone in the chat too. That's the beauty of us. We can all have our own opinions, and you're not. It wasn't a lay down misère with everyone saying I'm the one that's batshit. So just so you know, Finn. All right, let's move the frig on from that one. Holy shit.
Yeah.
that had so much time. All right, let's do something fun, hey? Because that's the whole point of this show. Yeah. I can't get rid of your Finn. I can't get rid of them. They're backstage still.
There you go. Yeah.
Thank you.
You did it to us.
No, I replaced it with another one. That's how I was trying to get rid of them first.
Yeah, I think I agree, Humanimal. I think that's what it is. I don't know why. I can't tell you why, but that's the vibe I get. I don't know.
From the second I put the story up, we are not discussing that fucking story again until the end of the show. My God. There wasn't any. You couldn't provide any info about who created the embryo, and I think that a lot of that conversation would have hinged on that knowledge, to be honest. Because what if that was some random sperm and egg from somewhere else that got shoved in a body? Is it still weird?
No, it's the fact that it's the son's sperm.
We didn't get confirmation of that, though. You didn't confirm that.
We did not. And no.
I'm now adding so time out because we don't know, and I'm going with the latter. I'm going with they were two random donors, and that's where the embryo came from. Some little embryo.
You can believe that. You can believe that.
You need to believe that, because if this is going to give you nightmares for the rest of your life, you might need help. Now, this dude is my hero. We're in China again. But of course, while there was admiration, it was also discussed on social media. But a grandfather has run a marathon in under 3.5 hours, and the only time he slowed down was to light a ciggy. Bless him. But of course, people can't just read a story and go, wow, that's impressive. They have to be like, that's disgusting. Oh my God, I'm so sick of the angsty people in this world. But he's a chain-smoking grandpa. He's known as Uncle Chen. And he ran this marathon whilst puffing on a ciggy. He's 50. He completed the race in less than 3.5 hours and sparked up a fresh ciggy during mid-run. He did really well too. Like, he finished with, along with fit, healthy non-smokers apparently, because he came 574th out of about 1,500 competitors, and he chain smoked through the entire duration of the race. And here he is. He's got the nickname.
He doesn't look 50. He looks a little bit older. But yeah.
Who cares? He came 574th out of 1,500. Go, Uncle Chen, go. And he's looking pretty fit. I mean, look at his leg muscles.
A lot of smokers look that skinny.
You just got to be that person today, don't you? He was taking part in he took part in another marathon that takes them 17,000 feet above sea level. And he was able to do that one too. Of course, there is technically no law stopping marathon runners from smoking. There's also technically no law that allows media outlets to not put pictures of filthy ashtrays in any story relating to smoking. I thought there was a video as well, but I could be wrong. But yeah, people are debating it, and some are going, he's a steam engine. And then, of course, there's someone pointing out the passive smoking. Oh, my God, of course, there's always that person. But anyway, that's
maybe it was like a little trick to get everyone around him to slow down.
Could be. The guy in the back. Well, this dude in the background's not going, I'm passive smoking. Shoot the man in the red T-shirt. Yeah. Hi, Savannah. How are you?
About time, Savannah.
It would have been cooler if he was smoking a blunt. Yeah, welcome, Savannah. Susie, hello. How are you? Who else has snuck in that I haven't seen? Because I've been over on the article page.
I think Susie is on your channel.
Out of Handmade Dolls. Hello, beautiful. Yeah, but it would be even cooler if he was smoking a blunt. But that's Uncle Chen. But it's batshit. To me, it was batshit that he finished in the top third, just out of the top third of 1,500 runners in that 3.5 hour marathon. And yeah, he only slowed down, as you can see in that photo, to light it up.
Your fake hair, Savannah. That makes me feel that the Chinese are not that fit. If he finished in that high place.
Exactly, that's possible too. But yeah, so that's Uncle Chen. What a man! What a man! What a very good man!
Look at that jawline too.
Good man.
That's impressive.
I know. I'm proud of him. He done good.
Yeah.
He done good.
Good on him. When are you going in your marathon, Tori?
Oh, look, mine's a.
Should we stream it live?
It's triathlon, mate.
Stream it live while you're smoking.
What a blunt.
Whatever you want.
Well, might be a bit hard to do. What are they called? The pipes, with the big things, hookers. I'll do it with one of those strapped to my back, a hooker. And they call it a hooker pipe? What are they? Hookah?
A bong?
No.
Oh. A hooker. Yeah.
A hookah shisha.
I don't know what the other word. Shisha.
That's what I just said. Did you not?
You think it's
Did
a
you not hear me? Shisha. I said hookah shisha. Yeah, one of those.
Yeah, your audio's cutting out again.
Well, what a shame.
I think it's my end though, because we're getting a storm again. So
really
it's interrupting on my end. But yeah.
What if the storm?
It's light rain at the moment. I don't know if you guys can hear
it. Him. Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
I thought it was
shisha, hooker.
I can. Or hooker. See over there on the left. Hooker. Yeah, I thought you had your aircon on. Oh, he's doing the widdly woo. Come back. There he goes. See, I could just strap him onto my back. And away we go.
Yeah. And because it's the coal burning it too, it'll last the whole marathon easily.
Yeah. The problem is, of course, so there'll be someone behind me saying, "Hey, passive smoking." It's like, well, you're passive vaping. Chill out, man. Yeah, vape.
Maybe if you could somehow connect it to a camel pack, that'd be all right.
That's what I was picturing, because you could have the little hose coming around. Oh, look, Humanimal's walking the dog and still listening. Bless you, Humanimal.
Oh, good on you.
Take that floof for a walk. All right, so that was number 5. That was the Chinese chain smoking marathon runner.
Oh, now we've got a
Uncle Chen.
Uncle Chen. I've got a Australian story for you here, Tori.
Yay.
I don't know if you've heard, but Friendly Geordies has been.
I have. I was going to go live on my crime podcast about it, because YouTubers, you mentioned earlier about doxing, but people in America get swatted, which is where the full SWAT team rocks up at their houses. And an completely innocent guy got shot and killed by a SWAT team. But in Australia, our YouTubers, it's a bit different. People just set fire to our houses. Although Jordan is a fairly contentious groover, but is it still loading, or is that good to go?
I don't know. I don't know if he is that contentious. I'm pretty sure everyone agrees with him. But
look, they do. But that's contentious, isn't it? You know, to call out.
I don't know what that word means, but I'm going to say no, it's not.
It is. He is.
Okay.
People in
we'll
chat.
agree to say that we don't know what that word means.
Well, he calls out powerful people for the bullshit that they do. That makes him contentious, because most people don't have the balls to do that. But as a result of him doing that, now his house has been torched.
Yeah. We're not saying it was the powerful people, but, everyone else seems to love him. So,
does the video mention the last 3 things that he did that police have got highlighted as potential triggers for this? Let's have a look.
He does talk to the news about this, but I'll just give the people a background on who this guy is. This is one of the Australian journalists, and he basically covers corruption in our politicians and stuff going on under the table between big businesses in Australia. So he's got a YouTube channel where he goes on about that, and he's again, sure, but he just reveals things that's going on about corruption and whatnot.
So many enemies and so many people hating him. Why this hasn't happened sooner? Oh, okay. That's a huge step on me. Thanks so much.
That volume's pretty low. Can you crank it a bit, Finn?
Posted online. There may
Thanks,
be
mate.
a long list
Much
of
better.
people who have issues with him.
Exactly, Savannah. No swatting, just a Molotov cocktail.
What's that?
Oh, just Savannah's comment, just for the YouTubers in the group who are aware of the swatting. She said, no swatting here, just Molotov cocktails through your bedroom window at 3 a.m.
Yeah, well, you're sleeping, so, no big deal. Not the same.
Luckily, he wasn't there. Fortunately, he wasn't there at the time either.
Yeah, he was out. So the news pull him aside to ask him, what
I love that he's...
even though they're...
Sorry, I just love that he does his interview in his ugly Christmas jacket. Sweater.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
He's a classic.
And the news swine call him over to ask him, try and set him up essentially. And he just basically lays into him. So let's hear that.
obviously we've done some extremely dangerous reporting over the last year, I suppose, of a bunch of extremely powerful people and corporations. There is many people that would want to do that. I obviously can't say who I suspect it is, but I do have like a short list in my head of who I think would have done it. I would hope that the New South Wales strike force that is supposedly set up for fixated people and terrorists would...
To give a backstory on that one for people who don't know, the Fixated Persons Unit was used by one of the corrupt politicians that he was accusing of being corrupt to then raid his house and take down his producer and arrest his producer in his own home. So that's what that unit is that he's referring to.
He's a bloody machine. Like, oh, hang on a sec, Finn.
6 months straight at the whim of
Finn,
a previous premier that all of you defended.
What's that?
I just wanted to contribute.
Oh, yeah. Go on.
No, I was just going to say, he's a bloody weapon because like 4 hours after the story broke about his house being torched, he was uploading new stuff onto his YouTube channel. Go Jordan. Go Jordan.
Yeah, he's onto it.
He's a machine. He's a machine.
10 years, and then when he came out, and even after it was all the New York stuff, you're still sitting there defending him now. I saw all of your articles today where you all wrote all of the same little narrative that you write every time. I would hope that you would put just as much attention on the fact that that happened as you have on trying to assassinate my character over the last year. Thanks for your time.
Did something happen here a week ago, Jordan?
No,
Go Jordan. Just so you know, guys,
brilliant.
too, like I will be covering it on the Smooth Criminal channel. I was going to do it last night and I just ended up not, but I'm going to be looking at it because it is so different to what happens in the States, but it isn't common either. But also, so you guys outside of Australia know, Bondi, that house would have been worth, I don't know, 6 million plus.
Yeah,
at least. So yeah,
a house in Bondi is quite expensive. Yeah. So
oh god, yeah. I mean, I used to pay. It's just I used to pay $900 a week for an apartment in Bondi. An apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, was $900 a week. So, phew. But yeah, he's an absolute legend. He's soldiering on, and how cool is he doing his interview? Mind you, he might have been out in his ugly Christmas sweater jacket thing, and now all of his clothes are gone. He's got nothing else to wear, poor bugger.
Yeah,
you know how they call it.
That, he wasn't there though.
Bloody lucky he wasn't there. My mate Limo, who's a comedian, he used to do a joke about floodware, where when people's houses are flooding and you end up, up on the roof, and then there's the helicopter flying over, getting footage of everyone, and they're like, "Fuck, why did I have to be wearing this?" Like the flood happens when you're wearing your tattiest old undies and shitty, I don't know, ABBA singlet or something, your wife's ABBA singlet, and the next thing you're up on the roof and everyone's filming you in your floodwear. Maybe his ugly sweater jacket is the same thing. Firewear.
Floodwear.
But, yeah, look, I'm sure he will get donut. He's got a lot of support. So, but yeah, it's a horrible thing. But that's what happens when you take on the big guys, I reckon. Corruption's everywhere, and Australia's not exempt.
Not saying that it is one of the politicians who arranged it. We can't.
No,
we're
not.
But
he does take on the big guns.
Court proceedings going on at the moment. So
yeah, it's not just politicians he calls out; it's corrupt corporations and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Anywho, he's got his short list, and there was definite. The article that I had up yesterday in the Sydney Morning Herald was actually zoning in on the last 3 interview or stories that he's covered as well. They were naming and shaming, or implying at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And basically every media company as well just put out where his house was, the street, everything, just doxed him completely. So it's like, yeah, thanks for that. Thanks, guys.
He doesn't really care. I mean, it's a bit like
no,
me.
he does. He's been keeping it secret for a long time.
Oh, where he lived, the house, because that's the other thing too. Yeah. His house is actually behind another house. It's on a subdivided block at the back. So yeah, I'm sure he's not happy, but somebody found it. So
it was in the court documents from one of the companies that's suing him, trying to get him in jail. They published his address.
Yeah,
in the
okay. And
documents.
that I didn't know that story, and that should be redacted. I mean, it has to be published in
Yes.
court documents, but it should have been redacted. Someone's leaked it, obviously.
Your address does not have to get published in court documents. Surely.
Sometimes,
Surely
yeah, it
that's
does.
not a requirement.
It is, Finn. I'm a lawyer. It is, but they redact
It's
it
a
before it gets
requirement to
released
put people's...
publicly. Correct. Even if, do you know why a lot of people on YouTube don't, if their channel gets struck, right, because they're doing fair use, like they're showing, like we do on here, we show a channel and then the channel owner strikes us and we want to like argue that it was fair use, it essentially becomes a lawsuit and you have to provide all of your details, including your address, which is why so many YouTubers don't pursue it, because they don't want that channel owner to know where they live.
Weird. Yeah, no, I didn't know you had to provide that to the public.
You don't. No, it shouldn't be provided. It should be redacted. It should be removed. It should be whited out. But within a courtroom, yes. I mean, every court document, like even summonses, everything's got addresses on it. But because we've got such strict privacy laws, presumably that document got leaked because it should have been, that information should have been redacted from those documents.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Now I'm going to, there's an ad in Australia at the moment for a university, which is quite sort of emotional and gets people fired up. And I'm like, good on the uni. They're trying to get people to enroll and all the rest of it. But it goes along the lines of, you know, the greatest story still hasn't been written and the best song hasn't been sung, and sort of implying that there's, you know, this whole new world of amazing, the best of still to come, which is their way of, I guess, inspiring people to enroll at uni. But it seems that this new generation too think they're discovering things for the first time that the rest of us are oblivious to. I know that we get stuck into the wokies. I don't know what to call this group, but I'm starting to see on like YouTube shorts and Facebook shorts and TikTok shorts, there's a lot of people claiming they're doing things that nobody else could possibly be doing. Have you stumbled across this group of people?
I don't have TikTok, so no.
Or YouTube shorts. I've mentioned a few others, or Facebook.
I don't watch shorts.
I know you've. Oh, okay. Well, this is a question for chat. Like, it's not just for you. Anyway, yeah, no, I'll show it to prove
to stay
my
away
point.
From those people. Yeah,
I get it, Finn. Guess what? This isn't about you. This is about this tweet because it'll sum it up. You'll see what point I'm trying to make. So if you have a look at the text, does anyone else bring a book to work so they can read on their lunch break? Now check this out. The music and everything is. Oh shoot! Where'd it go?
I just want to rap. I just want to 1600 block. I just want to rap. I just want to
Like, this is so freaking controversial. It's got all this dramatic music and zooming in on the bag, or is it just me? There's this whole group of, is it just me things happening? But it's all shit like that. Like,
is it like a special type of book or something?
No.
I don't know what that book is.
It's just a book.
Maybe it's like a controversial book, maybe.
No, it's not. It's the point about taking a book to work to read in your lunch break. And they think they're so wild and wacky and doing something nobody else would have ever thought to do. And there's a whole group of them. I mean, I didn't have time to get like 20 more examples up, but I keep seeing them. They're like, does everybody else floss, then brush, then floss, or is it just me? And I'm sure there's other people that do that. Like, it's nothing exciting. Is there anyone out there who puts 3 sugars in their coffee, or is it just me? Like, they think they're trailblazers. This person thinks they're trailblazing because they take a book with them to read during their lunch break. Like, duh. What do you think we all fucking did before the internet? And still do. They're irritating me. Can you tell?
They're a special breed. They're a special breed.
What are we going to call them? People are narcissistic. Most of us watch TikTok on our lunch break. Classic Savannah. This pathetic self.
You're out of control.
Congratulations for the most insignificant. See, Humanimal's sick of it too. You've summed it up perfectly. Self-congratulation for the most. It's all a name stuff.
Like, this is what we get for participation medals. This is where that leads to.
I know. What are we going to do? Because the wokies,
we need bullies back at school. Bring back the bullies. That's what we need. You heard it first from Tori. This is.
I love it when you do that. I love it when you do that. No, I legit do. It cracks me up. It's a very Finism. It's a Finism. Yeah, bring back the bullies. I mean, look, it's like let kids eat dirt again, so they stop getting allergic to everything on the planet as well. But yeah, the wokies was starting to cause me concern. But now there's these people that are like, they think they've come up with something brilliant, some genius. Maybe they're genii. Maybe they're aliens too. They're fucking acting like aliens. This is bullshit behavior.
Well, I am very glad that only has 71 likes. Thank fuck.
It'll probably have 71,000 by the end of the day and 71 million tomorrow. That's the problem. Like there's one I saw the other night with a flower, and it's like, does anyone ever stop and smell a flower when they walk past one, or is it just me? And I'm like, there's a fucking saying about take time to stop and smell the roses, you dumb. And they feel like they've cracked into something that no one else has ever thought of. How can they be so naive and idiotic? Like, how small is the bubble they live in?
Very small.
I reckon they were incubated in the wombs of their grandmothers. I think that explains.
It's more common than you think.
Totally. That just told you. I thought the womb comment went over your head. I was like, you missed that, and then you just one-upped it with another one-liner. Brilliant. Finn, you're peaking today.
I'm onto it.
Oh, you're onto it. Yeah, so anyway, fuck these people. I don't know what can we call these people? Has anyone come up with a name? Hey, Mojo.
I remember when I used to think I knew everything, like I was the first person figuring shit out. And then I remember reading stuff by Plato from like fucking 1500 years ago or whatever. And I'm like, oh, all my thoughts are like, they've already been had. Someone's already had the same thought as me thousands of years ago.
Yeah, that's what when
I remember just feeling like, oh, okay.
When I started comedy. When I started comedy, we were told there's no original jokes. Like everyone that goes down that road and thinks that way. Yeah, it's all been done. And you know, like that's why this university ad that's like, let me see if I can find it. What uni is it? Because it kind of annoys me when I see it because I think
already been done.
Yeah, and the best book's already been written. And this is the thing that bugs me about it because it's like I can see that they're trying to inspire people to. I found it brilliant. I'll probably get struck for playing this, but
well, I think you can tell where they're coming from. Obviously, it's from good intentions.
It is, but there's also this is reinforcing this bullshit. Like does anyone take a book to work? Like that creepy, like that revealing music, and then look what I've got in my lunch bag. What the fuck? This ad is encouraging this way of thinking. I'll show it to you. It's called "The Future Belongs to the Ready," and I just think this is particularly arrogant.
To the ready.
Like
the ready. That's a very nothing meaning.
I mean, look, don't get me wrong. This, as far as a university ad goes, this is pretty amazing production and it's cleverly done and all the rest of it. But this ad is making all these kids think that they are special because they take a book with them to work to read during their lunch break. All right, hang on. Here we go.
It's swimming new as well.
You think there's no chance for you, none. Why the best books haven't been written. The best race hasn't been run. The best score hasn't been made yet, and the best song hasn't been sung. The best tune hasn't been played yet. Cheer up, for the world is young. No chance.
The world's actually fucking really old.
Yeah,
like
it's quite old.
It's pretty old. I mean,
like
it's
the age of the universe.
It's the oldest thing we know.
No,
I know nothing older than I know nothing older than the world.
The universe, reality itself.
Well, but no part of that, you know, encompass all of that. The Sylvie's older than her, right? Anyway, let's keep going.
It's a bit older than her, yes.
Why in the world?
Oh shit! I don't know what her pronouns are. I called her her. I mean, sorry,
How
Rainbow.
How dare you, Tori? And you wonder why you're going to get our channel shadow banned, Tori. If you keep
totally.
It's
totally.
not okay.
It's just eager for things that you ought to create. its store of true wealth, things that you ought to create. Why, the world is just eager for things that you ought to create. Its store of true wealth is still meager. Its needs are incessant and great. It yearns for more power and beauty, more laughter and love and romance, more...
This one's like 5 times longer than the one I've been saying. The one I've been saying, it ends at the world is still young. All this extra shit, I don't know what she's talking about.
Loyalty, labor, and duty.
She lost me.
No chance. Why, there's nothing but chance. For the best verse hasn't been rhymed yet.
Of course
the
not.
best house hasn't been planned.
I feel like
sure.
The highest peaks haven't been climbed yet.
They have.
Rivers aren't spanned.
We've
Don't worry and fret, faint-hearted.
Is she implying there's bits of the world for us still to go out and explore?
Oh, she's a flat earther. She must be a flat earther. But beyond the dome, she reckons. Beyond the dome, there's more out there.
Danger Dome. Well, let's keep going with her.
The chances have just begun.
You missed the boat, kiddo. It's all right, you have.
Wow.
For the best jobs haven't been started.
Oh, they have.
The best work hasn't been done.
The future belongs to the ready. Enroll at Deakin University. I mean, seriously.
What is the ready? What does the ready mean?
They're ready to do all the best. What? Stay out of the water because you'll not change the world if a shark eats you. Their best dinner has not yet been eaten. Wouldn't that be great if she said that and along came a shark and just boom. You don't get it? Wow. You hate pretentious? Yeah, exactly. She wants to punch them. Let's call them, what a load of tosh. Exactly. Let's call this group of people, let's call them the very punchables. They are the punchables.
I don't know if you can threaten violence on YouTube. I think that may get us taken down.
A virtual punch.
A virtual threat.
No, the threat's real. The actual punch is virtual.
Oh, okay.
Because I swear to God, I'm getting so over. They're like, I put my coffee inside my mug. Or does anyone else put their coffee inside their mug? Or is it just me?
Do you also drink with your mouth, Tori? Or is that just me? Oh, wow.
I know.
Hashtag drinking with my mouth.
Maybe we should, or is it the, they're not the it's all about me's, they're the is it just me's. I just can't get over them. They really are stupid. And they're just, I know they're waiting for people to go, oh my God, wow, take a book to work and read it in my lunch break. You're a genius. Because they love that sort of hyperbole too. You know, like you rock up to my party and there's like 30, 20-year-olds here and you're like, by the way, I brought a bottle opener in case the other one's broken. Everyone's like, dude, you're a genius. No, he just brought a bottle opener.
Clever. It's pretty clever. Maybe they're an alien, Tori. That's why we just don't understand how genius it is.
Is it just me generation? Yeah, it is just you. So sit there in your loserishness and my pen's just carked up.
I feel like the majority of stuff has already been done, though. That's not to say that life isn't.
I do too. Yeah.
The majority of things have been done.
Correct. And then, but then there's things like, okay, here's something that has happened in recent years that was new, but with the advent of phones, the younger folks started, and I know it rubs a lot of people the wrong way, but you've got to also, well, I mean, from where I come from, I'm like, not my shtick, but good on them. But you know, when they started writing in like abbreviations, so like great was GR8 and stuff, they literally created their own language. So there are new things that are happening, whether they're cool or not or worthwhile. But so there's still room for change, but it's largely because of technology and other changes that are happening, then they're adapting to that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's a big call to say the greatest song. I mean, when was the last decade where a new Mozart or Beethoven appeared? You know what I mean? Like,
well,
they haven't been, or Leonard Cohen, you know?
Yeah. But I feel like
is it just
language
me,
really
Jen?
does that. Like that great thing. That's like we speak Jamaic English, and that's because it comes from German. Like it's evolved. It's like a compromise of like 15 different languages all merged together. That's why.
Yeah, although this was a new language because it's the only language on record where letters and numbers are used to say words. So it is considered a new language. And I respect that. I think it's pretty clever. But I also think it's unfortunate now that when they start working and they're emailing or writing an official letter to someone and they're putting GR8 instead of spelling it the right way. Like, it's one thing to create your own language, but you've also still got to use correct English in official correspondence and court documents and the like. Imagine like legislation in 100 years and it's all got shit like GR8 and LTR and, anyway.
Well, the emoji thing, I think you could argue that's the hieroglyphics from back in bloody Egypt times.
Yeah, and that was a beautiful
as well.
And that's a different one again, because the hieroglyphics, that is those beautiful. I mean, I love hieroglyphics, and also, what's the other Cyrillic, like other languages that are written in symbols. They're beautiful to look at.
Yeah.
Toy, you're a renegade of brilliant new concepts. Here all the time, I've been drinking my hot coffee out of a juice glass and burning my hands. But yeah, let's stick with that. I'm going to go with is it just me, Jen? Because we've got the Gen above is it's all about me generation. So yeah, I'm glad that's what I've written down as that story. But I think that's how I'm going to refer to them from now on. What a bunch of idiots! I hope someone just goes, "Get your hand off it, you dickhead." They've been doing that shit for centuries. But that's part of the problem too, because they don't consider history. That's the other thing, because I've mentioned it before, not just on this show, but my channel generally is when you see a quiz and a young person's been asked a question like, what was the first song the Beatles put out? And they're like, oh, the Beatles were around before I was born. That question's unfair. How would I know that? It's like, because it's fucking history.
It's unfair. It's an unfair question.
Yeah, that's not fair. I wasn't born then.
Oh,
what year did World War II start? Oh, I wasn't born then. I don't know. That's the same. These are the same people. Because they're not aware of history, they don't realise people have been taking their books to fucking work in their bag to read on the buses and trains.
Since the book was invented, probably.
Before the book was invented. People were ready for it. Oh, anyway. Okay, what have you got, Finn? And someone equally as annoying?
Oh, you have no idea, Tori. You have no idea.
Okay, cool.
I'm not even going to preference this with anything. I'm not even going to give a backstory to this one. I'm just going to play it, and we can all just cringe at this fuckhead. And that's it. That's all we get. Are we ready? Here we go.
Therapist, and I have a message for Gen Z. Hi, I'm a therapist, and I have a message for Gen Z. I don't really think that I'm the person for this message, but no one's said it yet. So here it goes. The one thing that I've noticed about Gen Z throughout this entire pandemic, the one thing that I've noticed is that there hasn't been a whole lot of complaining from you about the things that you've lost, and it seems that you've lost almost everything. And the thing that I just want to say on hopefully behalf of all adults is that
what the fuck is he talking about? I don't know what he's talking about. Do you want to start it again?
They're the generation of the non-complainers. He's saying that he's so proud of them for not complaining.
Oh, that's okay. That's what I thought he was saying. I'm like, and this warrants tears. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, well, it's very emotional. It's very emotional, Tori, because everyone else has been carrying on like this is some sort of overreaction or something like that.
It's an incredible honor.
It's an honor
to share this world with you.
And yeah, so they were all the wokies. All the wokies.
What an honor. I'm sure that wasn't all of them, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm sure.
That's definitely not all the wokies. I mean, we've highlighted more than that in this show alone.
Just in the past 50 episodes.
We've just scraped the top of the iceberg. Jesus Christ.
Cement.
Wow.
I completely agree. As soon as I heard Runaway playing in the background, I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. Is fucking self-righteous.
It's slay. I love the word slay.
I
Slay.
shouldn't be the one doing this, but no
Bring
one
him
else
back.
is
Bring him
gonna
back.
do
I
it.
want to watch him again so we can all laugh at him. What a wanker. Bring him back.
It's
Bring
pretty
the
good,
little guy back. No
Preserve.
complaining. I mean, we've seen, all the woke. He's like using my incorrect pronoun that I didn't actually tell you I prefer as an act of violence. And we've seen them all, not complaining.
Gardening. Gardening's too offensive for them. The phrase gardening. Like, shut the up.
Hi, I'm a therapist, and I have a message for Gen Z. I don't really think that I'm the person for this message, but no one's said it yet. So here it goes.
Who's he doing this for? Who's he doing it for?
He's doing it for his
The one
homies.
thing that I've noticed about Gen Z
satire.
throughout this
No, it's real.
entire
It's
pandemic,
real.
the one thing that I've noticed is that there hasn't been a whole lot of complaining from you about the things that you've lost, and it seems that you've lost almost everything. And the thing that I just want to say, and on hopefully behalf of all adults, is that
On behalf of all of adults.
it's an incredible honor to share this world with you.
Yeah, no, I don't second this guy. So it's an honor. It's an honor to share the world with these people.
Oh
you know
my
that,
God.
Tori? Did you know that?
It's an honor to laugh at.
And on
them.
behalf of all adults, we're all so proud of this very self-righteous and R-word generation. I can't wait till I can say the R-word next week when it's just on the Batch channel.
This poor generation that can literally lip sync to a song in their underwear and make $1 million a year on TikTok. Yeah, I feel so sorry for them.
I don't actually think they make any money off TikTok. I think
Well,
TikTok just
no, well,
spreads
that's a
them out.
hypothetical, but influencers and shit. But honestly, look at all these screaming faces, and you didn't complain about anything.
Yeah, like shut the fuck up. They're the most whingy generation that has ever been, apart from the boomers.
They have I mean, I love being Gen X because we've forgotten, like nobody remembers us. We're just wedged in the middle and had all the cool shit was invented and stuff while we were around. So all these kids now that go, I fucking hate it when I have to explain to my grandmother how to use a mobile phone. Like, how dumb is she? And I'm like, well, our generation's the one that actually invented the phone. So back in your box, kiddo.
Your grandmother is probably trying to make you seem important and pretend that she doesn't know how to use it so that you can feel somewhat relevant to show her how to use it. That's probably what's actually going on.
I can't stop laughing at all of the angry faces on the screen right now. Like the bottom third one in, screaming from the street.
with the scarf. Yeah. That's
Oh my God, what a tosser. What a tosser. What do we call that little tosser?
Oh.
The little tosser. What I'm doing now with Batshit is I'm actually putting a pretty accurate description of what one won the medal, because that's how you attract views. Like a lot of our cryptic ones, I reckon people are just like, what am I watching? What the fuck's that? Whereas if I actually say woman filmed riding a fence, people will come and watch it, Yeah, the world is in trouble. That's what I keep saying. I'm so glad I'm in the second half of my life. My God.
We are on the downward. I think we've passed the pinnacle. I think we've gone over the cliff.
The greatest generations have already existed. To quote that university ad, it's like they're about to erase all of our greats and invent their own. And good on them. I'll be dead and I won't have to listen to your shit.
I think society's peaked. I don't think society's going to improve.
The greatest people have already been living.
Yeah,
like
I don't know about the people, but society, I think, is done.
No, I think there's always bad people, but I think that people generally now are not that great. No, there's been a decline. Like that sort of just general politeness and reasonableness has gone out the window, you know. Just being considerate of others doesn't seem to be high on anyone's radar these days. All right. So I've whacked vote now, but until I put it in chat, we don't vote. But just to recap,
right.
1, Einstein was an alien, allegedly. 2, we had Flapperfoots, a lady with the massive toe jam, let alone her feet. We had the circling sheep of China. What's going on there? The weirdest story ever. Oh, that's right. The surrogacy, the contentious surrogacy story. See what I've done there. Then we had the chain smoking. The chains very was. It could. There was lively discussion in the batshit episode about that one.
Alrighty.
The chain smoking runner. Poor old friendly Geordie's had his house torched. Because here in Australia, if we're going to have to go after YouTubers, we do it properly. Is it just me generation? And we ended with, speaking of the is it just me generation, the little toss up. So vote now, Groovers. Him Animal has voted for is it just me? Good on you, Him Animal, because I think they're batshit too. But cast your votes, Groovers. Finn, your turn this week. Who's got your vote?
I think I'm going to do what you do every other week, Tori, and just say, nah, can't vote this week. I'm going to wait till the end, see what the other Groovers are saying, and then vote, you know?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind. I think that's a good way to go. Is it just me, the Chinese chain smoker? Keep voting, guys. We've got 2 votes, and there's 10 of you watching. Come on.
Isn't that 3?
Is it just Moy? No. Because Animal mentioned it before. And I mentioned it then, and then she's mentioned it again because she's. Is it just me? Yes. Okay, here we go.
Good on you, Bristol.
Is it just Moy? Look at Moy.
Where'd
All the
Lee
aliens.
Where's
The Einstein aliens gets a vote. I mean, I'm actually going to vote for the little toss-up because I'm always entertained by delusional twits, and he's certainly one of those. The guy at the end.
I feel like he's doing it to impress him as well. Like he's doing it to be like,
Medicine Man.
I get your struggle. Shut the fuck up.
Medicine Man, love you. Medicine Man's gone for the Chinese chain smoker. Oh, 2 votes for that one. Scout's gone for number 8.
Medicine Man, you're on the wrong channel.
Doesn't matter. Medicine Man. Yeah, don't forget though. That's a good reminder for Medicine Man too to click subscribe to the circle sheep from Finn.
Yeah, I'm going for the circle sheep this week.
Come on, that old guy running and smoking deserves a medal. Is that the 3rd vote for him? Or had Savannah already voted before? Savannah. Oh, no, she's already voted before. Hang on, I just bumped up the votes.
What about the girl that filmed herself sawing off her ponytail with a serrated bread knife, lol? Oh, Jesus, okay.
You are here in time to vote, Emily.
Just.
You can either randomly pick a number. We're actually very close to a draw at the moment. We've got 3 all sitting on the same. So I might actually just do the poll for the 3, and then everyone needs to revote.
All right. Let me
jump over
to YouTube. Is it going to appear on both channels?
I'm going to have to put it over on the I don't know if I've got batshit on this browser. Hang on. No, I haven't added it yet.
We've got 6 people in the batshit chat. That's
I'm going to have to put it in the Better Call Tour one. I'm really sorry, guys, because I'm not logged in. It's I don't normally use that.
I can do it. I don't know how to do it.
I don't.
But I'll give it a go.
Shut up. Yeah, I haven't done the logins, and I don't know what the password and shit is. But we're going to be
up to 25 subscribers. How good's that?
Woo-hoo! Go batshit.
Yeah,
why can't I create a poll?
How do you create a poll?
Oh, here we go. All right.
How do you do it?
Oh, that's it down the bottom. Under the chat thing, there's a circle with a plus sign in it, and that's where you go to create a poll.
You have to be in the thing, do you? On the browser.
You've got to be on YouTube.
Yeah, I tried doing it on the phone, but that didn't work. Sorry, guys. Bear with us,
yeah, no,
boomers.
sorry. Yeah, you do. Look, I'm doing it in Better Call Tour. So everyone might just have to pop over.
If I can do this in the next minute, we should be okay. I just have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. See, now you might appreciate what I have to do.
No, it's all right. I figured it out because I'm awesome.
Yeah, I figured it out all by myself because I was awesome, but I didn't get any bloody. Why is it
good
not
on you,
letting me
Tours? Start a poll. Here we go. Ask a question. What are the 3 options?
It's the Is It Just Me generation, the Chinese chain smoking runner, or the little tosser. And the poll is up on Better Call Tour for those of you who are watching from over there.
And what was the 3rd one, sorry?
I don't know what 2 you've got. The little tosser?
The little tosser.
Which everyone knows that's a guy who said, Gen Z, nobody complained, you're all amazing. Got a lot of votes happening here, and it's the Chinese chain smoking runner is in the lead over on Better Call Tour with 5 votes.
Yeah, I can't actually work this out. Everyone's going to have to go to Better Call Tour.
If it's not letting you press ask your community, it's because one of the sentences you've written too much. You've only got X amount of characters. So there might be one that'll have like a minus something. You've got to delete some characters, and then it will let you hit. So look at me learning new something.
There we go. I'm just going to share your channel. And so everyone can see it. There we go. All right. All shared now.
But this is the last week we're going to be on Better Call Tour as well anyway. We'll be on Batshit alone next week. So
so make sure you subscribe.
And speaking of next week, Finn, when do you think we will be entertaining?
I think back to normal. Wednesday night. What do you reckon?
The 30th? Yep, that sounds good to me, mate. I'll pop it straight in my diary because it's a busy time of the year. Sounds good,
That's
mate.
Another one, eh? Mate, you can spell M8.
M8, exactly. So it looks like it doesn't look like see, nobody wants to vote for the Is It Just Me generation or the little tosser because they're exactly who we don't like. The Chinese chain smoking marathon runner has won, and Uncle Chen deserving the prize, I think. Uncle Chen, well done, matey. And thank you everyone for hanging out. And yeah, like I said, you'll need to be over on the new Batshit channel. We've got 25 subs already. Woohoo, go us. That'll definitely cover our community.
That's a quarter of 100. A quarter of 100 already, sorry, in a day.
There is an established channel, Emily. It's pinned in the Better Call Tour chat, but Finn, I can also drop it actually.
If you can reshare it.
I'll just drop it again into the chat and it should come up on Better Call Tour and also over on Batshit. Yeah. It has.
Yeah, perfect.
He did deserve the Batshit medal. That chain smoking dude definitely did. So yeah, there's the link, Emily, and anyone else that hasn't grabbed it. So yeah, our little buddy, the marathon runner, has won the Golden Batsh medal. Well deserved. Look at us. It's nearly an hour and a half long show. I wonder why. I think we were talking about surrogacy a little bit longer than we needed to. What do you reckon, Finn?
No. Perfect amount of time. Also, that was incest. All right. Good night, everyone.
It was not incest, Finn.
Wait, the show's over. The show is over. Stop commenting. Nailed it again, Tori. Fuck, I'm awesome.
You fuckwit.